Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. What is the definition of the word flaw? Is it part of your word collection? Can you form a sentence using the word flaw? Can you provide me with two words that have the same meaning as flaw? Join me now as I explore some tips that would help you add flaw to your everyday speech and writing, provide you with synonyms, sentence examples using flaw, and most importantly, the simplest definition you need. Let's go straight away to the video. Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, December 8th, our word of the day is flaw. F-L-A-W. Flaw. Flaw is a four-letter word and a noun. Remember, a noun refers to a thing, a person, an animal, a place, a quality, an idea, or an action. A flaw is a fault, mistake, or weakness, especially one that happens while something is being planned or made, or that causes something not to be perfect. In other words, a mark, blemish, or other imperfection which mars a substance or object. It could also be a fault or imperfection in a person or object. A flaw can be a sign of weakness or a defect. If you try to make wings and fly off the roof but wind up crashing in the gutter, there's a flaw in your plan. In the early 14th century, when the noun flaw was first recorded, it referred to a snowflake or spark of fire. That sense is now obsolete, and now we use flaw to describe shortcomings in either character or object. We all have flaws. It can also describe an intentional mark of imperfection. You see, said the dancer Martha Graham, when weaving a blanket, an Indian woman leaves a flaw in the weaving of that blanket to let the soul out. Flaw is a noun that refers to a defect or imperfection in something. It can be used to describe a physical or non-physical defect in an object, a person, or an idea. Here are some tips on how to use the word flaw in a sentence. Use flaw to describe a physical defect in an object. For example, the vase had a flaw in the glass that made it look distorted. When using flaw to describe a physical defect, it is important to provide specific details about the defect. This will help the reader visualize the flaw and understand its impact on the object. Use flaw to describe a non-physical defect in a person. For example, her lack of confidence was her biggest flaw. When using flaw to describe a non-physical defect, it is important to provide context for the flaw. This will help the reader understand the impact of the flaw on the person and their behavior. Use flaw to describe an imperfection in an idea or argument. For example, the flaw in his argument was that he failed to consider the opposing viewpoint. When using flaw to describe an imperfection in an idea or argument, it is important to provide evidence to support your claim. This will help the reader understand why the flaw is significant and how it impacts the overall idea or argument. Use flaw to describe a minor imperfection. For example, the painting was beautiful, but there was a small flaw in the corner. When using flaw to describe a minor imperfection, it is important to provide context for the flaw. This will help the reader understand the impact of the flaw on the overall object or idea. Use flaw to describe a major imperfection. For example, the design flaw in the building caused it to collapse during the earthquake. When using flaw to describe a major imperfection, it is important to provide specific details about the flaw and its impact. This will help the reader understand the severity of the flaw and its consequences. In conclusion, flaw is a versatile word that can be used to describe a variety of defects and imperfections. When using flaw in a sentence, it is important to provide specific details and context to help the reader understand the impact of the flaw on the object, person, or idea being described. By following these tips, you can effectively use flaw in your writing and communication. Similar words include defect, blemish, fault, imperfection, deficiency, weakness, inadequacy, shortcoming, limitation, failing, foible, shortfall. Examples of sentences using flaw are: a flaw in the steering mechanism led to a recall of 200,000 cars. The diamond had no flaws and was perfect in every way. Because of a flaw in the hem of the skirt, the item was placed on sale. The major flaw in the robbers' plan was that they didn't have a lookout to alert them that the police were coming. There was a flaw in the dancer's routine, but no one seemed to notice her mistake. Singing the song without flaw, the soloist's perfect performance left the audience in awe. Make sure to save this new word, flaw, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!